Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So, as of late, last few weeks to a few months, I have been watching less and less progressive independent media. And there is a reason for that. Even though I, encourage people to watch independent media, I'm watching less and less of it. And the reason for this being is that there is more and more division that is happening on the progressive left, so-called progressive left. And if you watch progressive media, I'm not going to name names, but you probably noticed that there's more and more dissent and division that is happening all the time. You listen to one outlet and it says, well, this person, this other leftist outlet is, doing this, and doing that, and it's all, well, it all comes down to, well, you're not a real progressive unless you're absolutely in lockstep with me. And that's not what progressivism or socialism is about. It's about being able to discuss issues. And they're not actually talking about the issues. It's all about pay attention to me and stop listening to them. If you ever notice, I don't do that on this channel. I don't do that. I try to stay focused on the issues. Yes, I'll bring up names, but it's in relation to the issues that I am discussing at the time. So I'm not going to try and convince anybody, don't watch or read this, independent media outlet. Only watch mine. I'm not doing that. I will not do that. This all comes back down to the name of the channel. Yes, I'm on the wrong side here. Okay? Issues Unite. Issues Unite. This kind of has a mirror effect, so it's kind of hard to... but... So, issues unite, names divide, but they're focusing on names. They're focusing on names. Worship my name and disparage these other names. Only listen to me and the people that are in absolute lockstep with me. Agree with everything I've got to say. I don't discourage anybody from disagreeing with me. The only thing I ever say is have a rational point to make. I encourage people to ask questions, including questioning the things that I've got to say. I'll discuss it. You look in the comments if you post something saying that you don't agree. I'll discuss it as long as there is a rational point being made and respect. I treat people with respect as long as they treat me with respect. The other thing that's going on is that there are a number of so-called progressives that are just absolutely fixated, obsessed on certain subjects. The biggest thing lately is ivermectin. And a lot of progressives are just fixated on ivermectin. And they're claiming it is not a horse dewormer. Well, actually, yes, it is. There are human forms of ivermectin and veterinarian forms of ivermectin. The difference between them is, one, the dosage involved, the concentration, and possibly the inactive ingredients, the carrier ingredients. But the carrier ingredients are not toxic to human beings. If you take too much of anything, a dose that is safe for veterinary use for a horse that weighs 600 or 800 pounds is not going to be safe for a human being that weighs 150 to 200 pounds. This is just logic. This is common sense. But yes, ivermectin is a horse dewormer. It is an anti-parasitic medication which has not shown any valid use for COVID in clinical studies. You can bring up all of the anecdotal stories that you like. But these are the people that were attacking Trump last year. They're actually discouraging people from being vaccinated. And meanwhile, last year, when Trump was talking about not being vaccinated, they were attacking that. When people on the right were talking about not being vaccinated, they were attacking that. Some of these people last year were either in favor of hydroxychloroquine. What happened to that? That was supposed to be the miracle cure. And then that just pretty much disappeared. Or they were attacking anyone that was talking about hydroxychloroquine. So how is it that there were the anecdotal claims about hydroxychloroquine, and either people were all for it or completely against it, nothing in the middle. And now the same people either ditched hydroxychloroquine and fixated on ivermectin, or they were against the hydroxychloroquine because all the, alleged evidence was anecdotal, but now they're fixated on ivermectin, where the evidence is only anecdotal. And, they attack anti-vaxxers last year, and now they are anti-vaxxers this year. Whatever. And yet these alleged progressive sources have this subject on their channel every single day. Now, I have subjects that I will come back and touch on very frequently, like the unemployment rate and things like that. But I don't stay fixated on the exact same subject in every single video. I might make a short series of videos that go into a particular subject, but it's a limited series. It's not, you're not going to tune in today and tomorrow and next week and the following week and every day, hearing about the same thing over and over and over and over. And you're not going to hear me telling you don't pay attention to these other sources. Progressives have this angst about how the right wins so much and the left doesn't, and the left loses. And, well, here is a big part of that. You look at how the left destroys the left. Look at the division that these people are causing They're causing this division. How much good are they doing with this? We need to stay focused on subjects. And if you want to turn your channel into the ivermectin channel, then rename your channel. Just rename your channel. The ivermectin channel, the hydroxychloroquine channel, the anti-vax channel, the me channel. Because that's what they're doing. It's all me and what I am fixated and obsessed with. No. I focus on issues and I go from one issue to another. Today I have several videos planned on different subjects all in the same day. So one source I'm going to name positively that you should be paying attention to, and that is the gray zone. That is Aaron Mate and Max Blumenthal, and they are actual journalists that go deep into subjects. It takes time to read through some of the things that they write, but it's well worth that time invested. And Glenn Greenwald, there's another source, and Katie Johnstone, there's another source. These are people that actually focus on issues that affect us. It's not all, they don't make it all about them. Well, okay, Glenn Greenwald can be at times a bit egotistic, but he doesn't stay that way all the time. He's more likely to be that way in interviews than he is in his writing. And he's earned a lot of his pride in what he does. He really has put in the effort and continues to do so. So these are people that do this. They actually focus on the issues. If one of your sources, it's up to you whether you want to continue watching these sources that are causing division. And if you're going to follow that, then that is your choice. But you are making that choice. You need to be paying attention to what these people are actually saying when they just want to keep on in this same vein. Because if you're supporting that, then how is it any better than the people on the right? Or the, neoliberal centrists? How is this any different? It's not any different. The point there is division. It's keeping us separated. It's keeping us from discussing the actual issues. Okay, even with the stuff with the lab in China. Okay, so let's say that, the lab in China actually developed this virus in conjunction with the NIH. Okay, it's done. It's done. Yes, we should know about it. But that doesn't mean that we need to keep discussing this day after day. Even if the information came out right this second, today, if it was all admitted out in the open, what is it going to change about what is happening right now? Absolutely nothing. It doesn't fix the economy. It doesn't fix international relations. It doesn't save people's lives. So why are we going to keep talking about this? Right? The vaccines, make your choice. I've said it before. I encourage people to be vaccinated, but I am against a vaccine mandate. No, that should not be a mandate. But you make your own choice. Make your own choice. Let other people make their choices. Many people are going to wind up getting the vaccine to maintain their employment because they don't have any other choice. They don't have any other means to survive without keeping that job. And I hate that. And that makes it even worse that this is a mandate. But that's something that we should be discussing and writing to our elected officials about and calling our elected officials about, attending peaceful protests, etc. But if you're against being vaccinated, you need to be wearing a mask and social distancing, etc. Yeah, one or the other. Either vaccine but hell, I got vaccinated and I still wear a mask and still social distance because I do not want to put other people at risk. All right, so anyway, share this video, talk about these subjects, stay focused on the issues. Stop getting into this, identity politics bullshit. All right, if you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.